Check it out, y'all. This is the 2026 QX80. Let's jump in it, show you around, and detail why this is one of the best luxury vehicles in its class. Inside the QX80 here, this is the sport model, and as you can see, we've got this wonderful blue leather here with this nice little pattern. In the sport model, you even get the Clips headrest audio, which means you're gonna get this nice bubble of sound all around you. You've got a speaker down here, got a speaker up there, got speakers right here. I believe there's 24 individual speakers in this vehicle. It's loaded with sound, but what's interesting about even the sport model, which isn't even the top of the line model, you get this very nice steering wheel with these nice little steering wheel controls. What I like about it is it looks elegant, and yet it's still a button. And I love a button. As you can hear, you can actually hear this tactile thing happening with the buttons as you press them, which I love responsiveness in things like this. And you can hear that responsiveness here. It looks elegant because of this nice little screen element here. And over here is the same thing with our track source forward and back. We also have push to talk here. The Infinitis actually come with a built-in Google Assistant. As you can see, you can just hit this button and say, take me to the nearest Starbucks.
Okay, Starbucks Coffee Company.
And there you go.
Here we go.
That's the nice thing about this vehicle, is that it has Google included into it. So you have Google Maps already, and then you have all of these different little features at the bottom here. Your Google Assistant, you've got your music button, you've got your home button. This is all touchscreen elements, and it goes from here clear over to here. So 2/3 of the cockpit here are covered by this big screen. The actual instrument cluster here is also all digital, which you can actually customize to fit your needs, fit your wants if you'd like. It's a nice little feature. Over here, we've got a few more little features. We've got our memory seats. So when you have your key, you're actually able to have two different driver keys synced up to this car. So if you have one and your spouse has one, you both have your individual seats. So if you get in the car with key 1, it'll automatically actually tailor the seat to key 1. And you can press it too if you'd like. You can see here adjusting already. So like, boom, I hit it and it's adjusting me already, which is quite nice. So you can actually tailor this to the people driving the car. Over here, we have another big screen right here. So we have our giant 2/3 of the dash screen on the top here. Down here is our second screen. It's a little difficult to see with the glare from the sun here. Let's see if I can do anything to help this. But right here, you can actually see that this is going to be your automatic climate control. You have your heated steering wheel right here and your heated and cooled seats. What I like about this, as much as I don't love big screens kind of taking over for buttons, what I like about this one is you can actually see and feel the interactivity of this screen. Listen. See, so you can hear that, and it gives you a little bit of a pulse to like tell you, hey, you know, you hit that button is now activated. So I like that. It's a nice little kind of compromise between pure touchscreen and button interactivity. I still prefer that feeling of dials and knobs and buttons, and you can still press your source skipper buttons right here as well. Of course, we still have our push button start. No ignition switch or ignition key switches anymore, which is, you know, whatever. I'm used to it at this point. Down here is a little bit controversial for me. This is our gear selector. It's buttons. I still prefer the handle that you could pull and push to actually put it into, you know, park, neutral, drive. But here we have these buttons, and they're pretty responsive. You hit them, and pretty quickly you can get into your backup camera, into reverse. If you push drive, you can actually see this change into a front-facing camera, still with the 360 view. So that's nice. I like the big camera. I like the 360 view, and I like that you can actually come in here and change the angle if you want. So you just have to press down on one of these options down here. This is from like your tires, which is very innovative. You have your wide angle, you've got your 360-ish view. It shows it from like the tires perspective. There's a lot of cool little options in the backup menu. If we pan up here, we have a nice little feature, and it isn't just a regular rear view mirror. This switch usually is gonna let you to, you switch it and it'll darken the screen, or not the screen, but the mirror, so you don't get blinded by drivers behind you. However, in this car, you can do this, and the camera appears. So you can actually have this be your backup camera if you want. You can even hit these buttons right here and you actually get different options. So as you can see, if we hit the menu button, it's gonna bring up all these different options, and now you can actually adjust it. If I wasn't so slow, you can actually adjust these menu options, and you have a ton of them, which I really, really like. You can just see you have all these different things that you can do. You can actually adjust the brightness to make this a lot brighter if you need it to be, or darker if you need it to be. Whatever you need, you can basically adjust it right there, which is great. So that's that camera. A little bit higher up here is getting more interesting. So of course we have our controls for the panoramic sunroof right here. That's gonna be right here. That's your tilt control, and that's your sunshade control. Right here is our home link. So if you wanna connect to your garage door, you can do that right there. But up here is more interesting to me. This is very cool. It doesn't look like much, but this is actually a biometric sensor. This right here uses infrared light to detect people in the second row here. So if you're sitting here or sitting here, you get in the car and you're actually like kind of warm, you just got back from the gym, you're a little bit sweaty, you're a little bit warm, more warm than you should be. This biometric scanner actually can indicate that, and near instantaneously will change the airflow of the vehicle for you in the back seat based on what this infrared scanner is scanning. It's a super innovative feature for automatic climate control for the second row. Of course, we still have down right here all of the options. You can do it yourself if you'd like, but this just brings in that bit of luxury that is pretty incredible for this vehicle. Of course, you also have that third row back there. So this is gonna be a 7-passenger vehicle fit for the whole family. And even that third row, you actually get a good amount of leg room. As you can kind of see here, you actually get a good amount of leg room back there. So even adults are going to be semi-comfortable back there. Not as comfortable as the captain seats or the passenger or the driver's seat, but you actually still get a lot of comfortability in the back there. Plus you're gonna get some USB Type-Cs and your cup holders too. So you get a bit of everything. This car is pure luxury. Come check it out today.